Hey y'all, today we're watching John Adams episode 5. So in the last episode, we saw Adams as a diplomat in Europe. He gets a loan from Netherlands, he's in Paris. Then he becomes the ambassador to UK for a bit. This is like the early formative years of the United States. We see him meet King George. And we also see him go back and he becomes vice president to his disappointment. But it's George Washington, of course he's going to win. Even he acknowledged that. So now he's the vice president, and I guess we'll see the early politics of the U.S.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And we'll see him become president at some point. I don't know when. Yeah. He was like I have a vague idea that he was like a Federalist party. This is before the Democrats and Republicans and the Whigs or whatever, This is all before that. Anyways, let's get right to it. In fact, I think at one point the Democratic and the Republican party was one. I think. I don't remember.
Must have been a long time ago then.
Yeah.
The titles of federal office must ensure that respect.
How long does Mr. Adams intend to waste this Assembly's time on matters of no import?
Oh, so he's going to be talking about the Federalists.
Vice President have a title in mind?
His Highness, the President.
Well, this is the early years. They don't know what they called them.
Ah.
And Majesty, the President. Or His Excellency.
I think Mr. President was good enough.
Commander-in-Chief.
The motion before us is that the President be addressed as His Highness, the President of the United States of America. Those opposed?
His Rotundity, the Vice President and Duke of Braintree.
Like, this really was the early formative years in the United States.
I love the way they capture this.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird to hear His Highness
the
associated
president is
with
supposed
president.
to be I think it's better just to call him the president.
Yeah.
You don't really need, like, His Excellency.
But they're trying to
Yeah.
think of ways.
Adams is probably off base here a bit. But this is actually based on what he said. Because I think he believed in a strong central government. But this contrasted with... They just fought an American Revolution against His Majesty, His Highness.
Exactly.
So it's kind of probably like the whiplash was too much for some of the more revolutionary-minded people.
Rufus Sewell.
Huh?
That's the actor from Dark City. And The Illusionist, which he also starred with Paul Giamatti.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So did his daughter marry the Andrew Scott's Colonel character?
I guess
Guess
we'll
find
see.
out. God, can you imagine airing this kind of show? Today, it's like people today, like viewers. It's a little complicated, I feel like, for a lot of the viewership. There's no easy, like, action and cool things. Okay, so George Washington just became president?
The Duke of Braintree.
You should have consulted the president first. People will say that your mind has been tainted by foreign courts.
A man cannot go to Europe without being tainted, as you well know.
Okay.
Well, you have.
You hold a moment, hold.
The frantic camera movement's kind of scary.
The farm brings us an income and someone must tend to it.
And leave the place to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field. I need my ballast.
You need to mind your tongue.
I need my ballast is a great line. Needs her.
Stay, and you shall see me reformed.
I will stay with you until Congress adjourns.
That's tomorrow. This is Watcher's Day. Jeez. They had to set up all the whole systems, like, for the early fledgling government, right?
Yeah.
So the Congress has to have these moments of meetings, but they also have to adjourn so they can go back and consult with their constituents. But nowadays with email and instant messaging and all that shit, they don't need to do that. But some Congress people still do town meetings.
Change than I could have imagined, Mr. Hamilton.
Oh, Alexander Hamilton.
All cities swallow everything in their weight.
But I've been, as you know, in revolutionary France, where the streets
Also, the French Revolution is happening.
songs of liberty, overthrow of ancient tyrannies
And
of
George
Europe,
Washington.
to return from there to our cradle of revolution and find the dinner table chatter is all of money and banks and...
Yep, there he is from Dark City, right? Great movie.
Yeah.
Recommended to the President that Congress adopt all the debts incurred by the individual states during the war.
Oh,
through
boy.
The National Bank.
So this is how it starts. The national debt.
That if the states
Today it's still a debate, but it seems like nobody really cares about it strongly.
States are indebted to a central authority
It increases the power of the central government.
He's more revolutionary minded.
I fear our revolution will have been in vain if a Virginia farmer is to be held in hock to a New York stock jobber, who in turn is in hock to a London banker. The opportunities for...
Adam's supposed to say something, but he's like watching the discussion closely.
Well, there you have it, as I have heard said. If men were angels, then no government would be necessary.
But we must also accommodate the needs of our constituent states.
So he has to like compromise.
North and south.
See, he's trying to balance between the two.
I would like to welcome Mr. Jefferson home. Mr. Secretary of State.
Ah, so he's the Secretary of State now. He's in charge of foreign affairs.
Gentlemen.
There are cabinet matters that I would like to discuss. If you would excuse us, Mr. Adams.
Oh.
But he's the vice president.
John.
He addresses him by name.
Mr. President. Mr. President. And nothing more.
He doesn't approve of the title thing, of course. Oh, so he's gently admonishing him without drawing it out.
No, this kind of makes me feel bad for him, though, in a way.
The Senate must advise and consent to their removal, the same as to their appointment.
Mr. McClay's bill is an affront to the authority of the executive branch.
Actually, nowadays the vice president pretty much does this. He's just overseeing the Senate. So this is like the early part of it.
The Senate would no doubt benefit from the Vice President's learning and erudition on the subject, but I respectfully remind him that barring a tie in voting, he has no say in the matter.
It's true, he has no say.
The role of Vice President is the most insignificant office ever devised by the mind of man.
Yes, but if the president dies, then he gets the power. So
It is punishing to hear other men talk 5 hours a day and not be at liberty to talk myself. Me, of all people.
A torture for you, to be sure.
I know everything.
It was deemed an essential point of caution to see that you are showing no embarrass General Washington, that he be elected unanimously.
Who was the author of this dirty scheme?
Now I can say for certain.
Good God.
Ooh. It's always about politics.
Just pick up tales of dirty and duplicitous intrigues in our first election. I hear that we are called Federalists now.
Oh yeah, now he's talking about it.
A state of almost permanent revolution, Monticello. No sooner have I completed it than I wish to tear it down and start again.
Is it not magnificent, John?
But it is not to be as yet. Duty calls.
He becomes president too. All these guys become president.
To people so long oppressed to be transported from despotism to liberty on a feather bed.
Yeah, it's not going to be a fast transition or easy. Oh, unfortunately, he's a bit naive here.
Should everything be pulled down, what shall be put in its place?
Napoleon.
Given the entrenched divisions within, Lafayette sought my advice on the drafting of a declaration of the rights of man, and I was happy to oblige, yes.
Lafayette is like a French soldier who fought in the U.S.
In fact, you could say the
He was close to Washington, I think.
concede moderating influence on the more hot-headed members of the Assembly. They seek only to emulate our experience, John. We must support them.
But maybe you should bring this up to Washington, since he's just the vice president.
Forced to declare war to protect their monarchies.
Well, he's like a very...
With France will draw us into a conflict that we can ill afford.
France is in the throes of a violent birth. We should rejoice.
And is that the advice you are giving the president? We should rejoice.
Seems like Adams wants to stay out of conflict in Europe, which I kind of sympathize with.
The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Natural manure.
Great line. He's just watching this back and forth, like, wordlessly.
You must be careful, John. I find him much changed.
Yeah, she met him last episode too, right? They chatted a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe the death of his wife and son, like, changed him a lot too.
Your humble servant, etc., etc.
Oh, there's the colonel.
Yes, sir. Perhaps I may indulge your patience with...
He's gonna marry. Yeah, he wants to ask to marry. That's why he looks so worried there.
An increase in your meager salary is quite out of the question, Kurt.
I aspire to your daughter's love.
That really got his attention. Your daughter is older now, you know.
It took him so long.
I love the way he processed. That was great acting.
He's like, wow, he's serious.
You mean to say you vetoed Colonel Smith's proposal?
Much sensibility, I think.
Dude, you're not perfect either.
Much sensibility at her age to be very prudent. Lydia's hers.
Oh.
Great contrast. The makeup's really good.
Yes.
I think she's okay with Smith because at least she knows him.
Yeah. And she said Nabby is content. She's happy, then they should be. Everything is happening out of his control.
Yeah, so he's
in
frustrated.
this episode, yeah.
Yeah, Alexander Hamilton, I think he was in charge of the Federalists or involved with it. They're obviously arguing about it. He supports Hamilton, I think.
Opinions and Mr. Jefferson. I will not have this government undermined by party politics and acts.
Miss, Mr. Hamilton.
Colonel Smith was under my command at Long Island. He served with great distinction. I congratulate you on such a fighting match for your daughter.
No.
Thank you.
So kind of awkward.
Will you not join me at table? I have need of more reasonable company.
So by being quiet now, he earns like Washington's respect.
Uprising. Mr. Jefferson and Mr. Hamilton agree on nothing.
I would advise neutrality.
Yeah, which he agrees with.
Gangrene of faction must not be allowed to rot this government.
Unfortunately, he's right though. You see today.
Without you, there would be dissolution.
On that, Mr. Hamilton and Mr. Jefferson do agree. But for how much longer, Mr. Adams?
Even he's getting tired of it. Yeah.
Something matters, sir.
Plastic teeth.
Adam, the great
So he did agree with it. Good.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
until
I know.
Washington.
So he's just like backed up after being consulted by her.
Yeah.
Life goes on without you, man.
There is no manner or room left for the previous question. Giveth this woman to be married to this man.
And when
Aww.
Washington blessed it, I think Adams felt a little better about it.
Right, let us say the Lord's Prayer.
All his kids are going to get married off, I
You'll be
guess.
pleased to hear, Father, that some interesting investment prospects have presented themselves for me in London.
Father, wow.
Perhaps you could put a word in with General Washington.
Oh, here comes nepotism, or...
And how on earth would I justify that?
And when will you give me your answer, Miss Smith?
Oh, that got of attention.
Secretary of State suffers from a womanish attachment to France. There are those who say that Mr. Jefferson is more French man than American.
There's an unfair attack on an old...
Oh, he doesn't like it.
Oh, wow.
Beg your pardon if
End of tyranny! King Louis is dead!
Right way to symbolize it, yeah.
I remind the ambassador that our treaty with France was made with King Louis. The king's murder renders that compact.
Oh, that's how they get out of it.
Since I landed in America, I have found many willing to fight.
I will not allow you to outfit privateers.
Jefferson is so, like...
Against England.
It is not for you. You will hear from me again, sir. And then I will speak to you with a million voices, and you will obey.
They also had like I think a minor war with France.
Them?
Yeah. The U.S. and France had like a minor fight. Like between 1812 and the French.
The president has determined on a course of strict impartiality.
What's the U.S. gonna do? Send fleets? They don't have any kind of army.
Impartiality is always partial, John.
He's not wrong though. By taking no sides, you're still taking a side.
Hamilton would have us British in our economy, British in our forms of government. First is unavailable to him at present, so he appeals to our baser instincts, fear and greed.
Always a good one.
Constitution has many good articles and some bad ones. Know yet which predominate.
The actor who plays him is wonderful.
I have offered the president my resignation.
I love these shots. Yeah, it's like almost kind of dreamy.
To the revolution. Whose?
They're one and the same, John. Are they not?
Adams has to learn how to compromise. Kind of learn how to compromise too, actually. Now he's more careful with his opinion. That's why Washington's willing to stick him out more.
Yeah.
His books and his crops.
Interesting, though, is it not, how political plants grow in the shade of retirement? The British government now consider us a belligerent nation for the very fact of having received him.
Wow.
To appoint Chief Justice Jay as Special Envoy to London. America has a great need in this crisis for experienced diplomats in foreign stations. Diplomats with your...
Oh, he wants him as Secretary of State?
It is about your son.
Smart, because his son did have...
Oh.
His son does have diplomatic experience.
Yeah.
And I think Quincy Jones did speak multiple languages. So it's super useful.
John Quincy?
Yeah, John Quincy.
The president has named you our minister to the Netherlands. The revolution in France has spilled over into Holland. The Hague is
Oh, I thought he was going to make him Secretary of State.
government.
Must make yourself master of all of our disputes with them.
Not be drawn in by the French.
And keep well clear of the English ambassador.
So he went to state
I
strictly
rather
neutral.
wish the appointment had not been made at all.
Oh, because of his,
Do not worry, Father. I know my duty as an Adams.
That sounds almost
I am
sarcastic.
Sorry you did not see fit to consult me on the decision.
Wow.
He needs to complete his studies.
Thomas has no liking for the law.
Oh, well, he has said nothing to me.
Of course he's not going to say anything.
Have you asked him, Father?
Colonel Smith says that there is money for the taking in property, and he has furnished
Oh, no.
certain introductions.
I feel like I know where this is going. It was like a speculation crisis. So this is what they're going to go up to.
Invest it wisely.
You are as good as in profit already.
Okay. Sure.
Oh.
This
Man,
tender
already got a kid. Wasted no time.
Wise men decline it, others will do it.
Oh, good line, actually.
So you've always taught us, Father.
So he did consent to sending him off, too.
You have more prudence at 27 than your father at 58. Both for our family and for our country.
No pressure.
Not disappointed.
Great line.
Yeah. Do not disappoint me.
He did say, though, he had more prudence than me. So it was like a huge compliment.
Aww.
Yeah, and he did listen to me. He listened to Thomas long. So. Trying not to cry.
An aspiring lawyer should never marry early.
Advice you yourself ignored. You are happy for me, Father.
You are my son.
I wonder, Father.
He didn't answer the question.
Anxious hours.
My entire life has been one of devotion to my country,
Your
sir.
country. What about us? Your family. Do we not merit any of your precious devotion?
We'll never speak of these matters again.
Do we have your blessing, Father?
Negotiated by Mr. Jay with Great Britain still stands at 15 in favor, 15 against. Jay Treaty is no more than a capitulation.
Oh, he has to vote on it. It's a tie.
We not fight a bloody and costly revolution to rid ourselves of British contagion. Do you want to fight another one? Mr. Pinckney, you will cease. The deciding vote falls to this chair.
Oh.
Falls to his rotundity.
I wonder if he's going to consult Washington or Washington's backs his play.
The president's wishes are clear.
Ah, so he's going to name the reasons why he votes for it.
I vote for ratification.
Oh my god.
I say I have sold this country to England. That I have sided with the mad English king or the French Republic.
It's not just you. The Congress voted for it.
To the other by the light of his own burning effigies. I do not
Jesus.
approve of everything, and that treaty but at least it keeps us out of their blasted war.
People feel strong because they just fought with the French, you know, against England. So of course,
most weary.
It's tough. You gotta balance the needs of.
Presidency after 2 terms. He could have served for the rest of his life.
Yeah, there was nothing in the Constitution at the time about serving more than 2 terms.
I am heir apparent, you know.
Whoever follows General Washington inherits a devilish load.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yep.
New England will stay true, but there is uncertainty. New York, Pennsylvania, and South Carolina.
Senators are being encouraged to show support for another candidate.
Thomas Pinckney of South Carolina.
Ooh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Whether I shall have anything more to do with the government besides praying for it, I do not know. Pinckney.
Besides praying for it. I like their cards look kind of handmade.
It is said he fears that you will be unable to better Mr. Jefferson. Matters is not your own election, but that Mr. Jefferson be defeated.
Stopped? Yeah, he doesn't care about. He doesn't want Jefferson in charge. But Jefferson ironically becomes president anyway, so.
So it was Hamilton who intrigued against me in the first election.
Ooh.
So it appears.
So it appears.
For Aaron Burr, 30 votes. For Thomas Jefferson, 68 votes. For John Adams, 71 votes.
He's president.
The man they called a brain tree at the beginning. Nice.
Yeah, I like these cuts.
Hmm.
Who did he make as vice president? Oh, maybe it's Jefferson. I don't remember. I never remember the vice presidents.
Yeah, same. I only remember the first one.
Or the more recent ones.
Hmm.
So help me God.
Oh, there's George Washington.
Oh, wow.
Mr. President. Mr. Vice President.
Ah, so now he's vice president.
Hmm.
To make and execute laws for the general good is authority when it springs from accidents and institutions, more amiable or respectable than when it springs fresh from the hearts and judgments of an honest and enlightened people.
Man, he can speak.
8 years. May the name of Washington be a rampart, and the knowledge that he lives a bulwark against all open or secret enemies of his country's peace.
Good line. He writes off something in the subway of Washington.
Solemn obligations to uphold the Constitution of the United States to the utmost of my power.
He's president now. That was like an old habit back then, though. They would appoint the vice president as from the opposition party.
Titles have caused me troubles enough.
Yeah, that's right,
Let's
they
just
did.
make it plain John, as it was in Paris, yes?
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am fairly out, and you are fairly in. See which of us will be the happiest.
He's happy to be out, you know. Go back to his stay in Mount Vernon. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Curtains and carpets all gone. Even the bed linen, sir. They took all.
Wow.
Sorry, sir.
So dusty, too.
I like how raw the show is, actually.
Yeah,
at
same.
times.
I hate speeches.
Painful for an old man to acknowledge them.
And you must count other blessings. A daughter has given you a beautiful grandchild, a most patient wife.
Imagine the first lady doing that today. They have like 2,000 quadrillion staff for it now, I'm sure.
Such shenanigans. From a man of 60. And the president at that. Up.
A bittersweet episode.
Yeah, he becomes president, but things aren't that smooth.
Nope, they're not.
Yeah. So we see John Adams finally become president. We see George Washington's rule in this episode. So we got 2 more episodes. I think the next episode will be him as president, and then the final episode will be his retirement and what he contemplates on life. Yeah.
That was a tough episode too, like, because
Yeah.
we didn't get to see a lot of the good moments of George Washington under George Washington's rule, but because it's about John Adams and from his perspective.
Yeah.
And
It's also tough too because these are the early years in the United States.
Yeah.
Nothing's
'Cause
smooth.
they don't know.
They have to stay out of the war in Europe, which ironically proved out pretty smart because they're talking about we must stick with France, and then we see Napoleon will rise probably in these future episodes, and then. So ironically, I think Napoleon sold Jefferson, Louisiana. So it was Jefferson or the president after, I can't remember. But yeah, their speeches, man, fucking hell. I think that's probably what he said. They probably took that like verbatim and just threw that in the words there. Can you imagine? Imagine saying that over Twitter, like talking like that to the rights of men and the dignity and all, and it's so flowery. I love it.
I mean, it's better than
well, anyway, yeah, that's a low bar, but yeah, it's very different now. They really took it seriously, the Constitution and everything, because it just happened. But even then, they would amend it a few times over the next 100, 200 years.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course, now the Constitution is not really who kept the Constitution. Apparently, it's not important anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But for the episode itself, it's very bittersweet. Yeah, we can see it was not a smooth ride. Not easy at all. Jesus.
Yeah, with Thomas Jefferson, his actor's really good. I really like him.
Yeah,
I think he does
too.
such a good job with him being righteous.
He's so subtle, but plays him so well.
His dialogue's so good too. Every line he says, like, man, this guy's just dropping lines every time he talks.
Yeah, I know.
I totally
love
understand.
listening to him talk.
He's so good. No wonder he becomes president after him. Yeah, so obviously he's the heir apparent because he's after Adams. So, and I guess Jefferson's probably not happy he lost, but he's also happy it's Adams at least that's president above him.
I like how Adams jumped to defend him when he was talking to Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Hamilton becomes president, but great casting for Hamilton. I think his actor did a good job. We saw him in Dark City, which is a really good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
And he was in The Illusionist with Paul Giamatti.
Okay, yeah, Edward Norton and those. Oh, that's right. He plays the prince.
The prince.
Oh my God, he plays the prince. I was trying to remember who the hell he was in Illusionist.
No wonder you didn't. I
didn't react at first. I didn't know who it was.
And The Illusionist was around this time, right?
Yes.
2006 or 8 or something. So that's cool. I think it's.
The show's not very flashy in that
one?
sense. Yeah, it's not very like. There's action every second. There's these amazing speeches. It's a very raw show about someone's life. I feel almost.
Yeah.
Someone who we know, like, this is John Adams. He was one of the first people who, the founders of the American Revolution, stuff like that. But, to see this, like, it feels kind of raw.
Yes.
Like an inside look. Even the camera shots are on purpose. They tell us how raw it is.
Actually, every single thing just makes me more interested about what life was like then. Like, how did they make a deck of cards?
Yeah, I like that.
Where did that idea come from?
They just cut them out randomly, and I was just thinking, that's a cool detail
that's so
that
cool,
they because they didn't have production.
Numbers.
Yeah. And his son does become president later.
Yeah, John Quincy Adams.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Do you remember we used to have a book of presidents in the house?
Oh yeah.
I used to look through it.
I forgot if it ended with Bush or Obama because it was like an older book.
I remember it said Obama.
Was just
like yeah.
Yeah.
It was an older book.
So there was like 45, 46 presidents, something like that. And John Quincy Adams was number 5 or 6. I can't remember. The early presidents, they all kind of mix up. They're like, oh yeah, this guy was in the American Revolution, this guy was in the American Revolution, this guy was in the American Revolution. Then there's like a period of, I don't remember who's who. And then there was like, what was it? I can't remember who was the president during 1812, see? I only remember like one of the presidents afterwards was like Andrew Jackson. And then there was another president that died from infection or something. And then up to Abraham Lincoln and stuff like that. But the more recent presidents I can remember, like you can name them all, like Hoover, Truman, FDR, Eisenhower, JFK, yeah, and so on. It just keeps going. Those weren't in order. I was just thinking them. Reagan, Bush, Clinton, yeah, Obama, Trump, Biden. So yeah.
But anyway, great episode, very
No, like I can think of all the last presidents in the last 100 years easily, but like before that's kind of more fuzzy.
Maybe they stood out to you a lot more.
I guess, or yeah, or just like more videos and pictures, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, this itself was a great episode, I think, as well. We see like the early, again, formative years, them trying to decide between the French and UK, and I think they do have a war with the France, like an early on war. It was like a little one. They also had a war against pirates in North Africa, but I can't, like the Barbary War or whatever it was called. First like American naval conflict, but yeah, besides the American Revolution. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Sorry. I like talking about history. So this is a good episode. Great performances from everyone.
To the next one.
Adams is kind of annoyingly stubborn.
Yeah, he
right?
is.
You know, he doesn't please. You know, his sons have a point. You never devoted to us. While Adams' POV is like, I devoted so much to this country. You know, he spent so many years overseas trying to get the U.S. to some money, credit. So he probably feels kind of wrong too. They both have valid points. So.
I do, but I really feel bad for Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we see like them lending money. I think there's some sort of speculation crisis that we'll see play out in the next episode. So yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to John Adams, episode 5. And the full reaction will be on our Patreon, as well as whatever we watch next on there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Take care and
have a good day.